Just want to see who you're running. So, where should I look? Hard Nightmare or... Oh, you still didn't use any keys today. Okay, I will just log on. I will not do a battle. I will just want to see who's your team. Okay, pretty good. So we have J-Reg, Skullcrusher, Vizier, Razin, and Beck. This is a pretty good team actually. Should be able to do a lot as far as damage goes. So let's take a look at the champions. Alright, so let's start with this guy. Okay, Nightmare. How much damage are you doing currently on Nightmare? Speed boots, defense chest, defense gloves. Then, okay. So we're looking at these stats. So we're about 5k defense, 193 speed, and 204 accuracy. I like this build actually. I like it because it can do a little bit of damage as far as yeah, 21 mil. That would seem, that's actually way into 3 key or let's say 3.5 key territory. So we need to get that down to a 2 key, and you definitely have no excuse. You have the champions for that. Just need to push them a little bit further. So we saw Razin. Let's take a look at your battle Khazar. Defense not good enough, to be honest. The rest is okay. The speed, yeah. So you're running a fast counterattack speed team, or fast counterattack team. So yeah, that would work. But the idea would be to lower your speed so that you could have a slow counterattack team and then more defense all over the board. Why? Because with the less speed, we can then try and put on some defense boots on at least your most important champs. So Vizier, he's on lifesteal. Vizier's build, yeah, he needs a ACC. He needs it as soon as possible because his debuff extension relies on accuracy. So what about his masteries? Okay, but this actually, for instance, this lasting gifts will do nothing for Vizier because he doesn't place any buffs, so it will not help him. Master Hexa can help Vizier because he has on his A3 or on his A2 he has block buffs, he has block heals, and more importantly attack down. So if you're using him as your only attack down champion, as I am, this can help. However, this is not good. So is this, but well, for Vizier it doesn't matter that much. On other champions, you don't want to have this mastery in your speed-tuned counterattack team. For the offense tree, yeah, this is pretty straightforward. This is exactly as it should be. So we need to change some masteries on Vizier. We need to, let's check out this guy's masteries. So this is all good. Yeah, I do like your Razin's build. 10% when they kill. Hold on. Yeah, actually, on Razin, the cooldown reduction doesn't matter that much, just as long as his turn meter is not affected. So yeah, we can stay with these masteries. How about Battered Khazar? Now with Battered Khazar, everything's good except this one again, because you want him to be your constant debuff cleanser on a 3-turn cooldown. And with this mastery, there is a chance, although a very slight one, so 5% is not much, but over the duration of your fight, it will proc at least once per fight or every 2 fights, or sometimes more, because this is all odds. So whenever it does, it will throw him off rotation, and he will not be able to cleanse the debuffs consistently. So even if it's counterintuitive, let's see. This one also. This is a no-no. This will throw off your rotation heavily. So this is not good at all. Neither is this one. So you want to get rid of these 3 masteries and change the setup. So what I do usually is I go over here, although he doesn't have shields or anything, but it will allow you to then jump onto this mastery, then go all the way down to lasting gifts. So the goal is to have both master hexa so that his poisons can last longer, and then lasting gifts. So that's for Beck. We'll definitely need to change his masteries around. Who else did you have? You had Jareg. So Jareg, same thing. We don't want this because Jareg has, well, again, it's arguable. You could use it. Lasting gifts is good for him. Every bit of cooldown reduction is also good for Jareg. So yeah, in Jareg it could work. But on the other hand, you do not want the turn meter reduction. I didn't check. Does Vizier also have it? No, I don't think he has. Alright, so Vizier just has this one, but Vizier is okay. So we need to change masteries on Badr Khazar, definitely on Jareg, and let's see Skull Crusher. Where is he? So let's see. Should appear a little bit high on the list. Gosh, if I'm missing him. All right, here it is. Let's bring back this boy. Skull Crusher. So he doesn't have any turn meter reduction, I think. No. This is all pretty good. Yep. Here, this is just for resistance. All good. Although, well, yeah, this is very similar to the setup I use with Skull Crusher. Yeah, so we can, at least your Skull Crusher is good. What about his gear? So we have a Skull Crusher at around 4.3k. The speed is too low for Ultra Nightmare as well as for Nightmare. It needs to be at least 171. The rest is good. A little bit more crit rate and crit damage could do, but this is a no-no. So I assume he has a defense banner, which is exactly as it should be. Here we might go for crit damage if we manage to get his crit rate up. Okay, so far so good. So this is what we have at the clan boss. Let's just take a look if we have any good option to include somebody maybe to replace Jareg with, because Jareg is good, but I'm thinking this girl, however, she's not built. Let's rank them up by level. Hi Chrome. Okay, so just taking a look at the account, I'm thinking, well, Septimus is not needed now because you have the boss of, oh, this is something interesting here. You have the boss of extenders in Vizier. So you have this guy, Logan, but let's see. I'll just put him out, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as Krisk is also. Whoa, man, you have, and you've been playing for 4 months. All right, this guy is insane in clan boss, but he needs very specific tuning, and he's really gear heavy, or gear. He needs gear. He needs specific gear, but he can do some insane damage in when well built. But we won't do that for today. Maybe on another occasion, but we won't do that. I'll take them out both actually, just to check them, and maybe also Tyrell, but yeah, Tyrell also could be a good replacement for Jarek. Let's see. So your Lugan, his skills, I imagine. Oh, and he's fully booked also. Dude, we need to do something with this guy. So here, if he has enough crit rate, he'll be healing your team with 10% of the damage, which is based on his max HP, and he's an HP champion. So that can climb up pretty high. He also has an ally protection on 4 turn cooldown, plus 60% defense. So there are plenty of ways to play him. You could all play him the regular way, speed tune like the others, or you could have him be super fast at 251 speed, so that he could lap the boss and keep your guys healed and under increased defense and under ally protection at all times. So let's see how he's built. Oh well, the HP is good for one, but the rest, no. He needs more speed, he needs more crit rate, and a little bit more defense. So we might want to tweak that. But for starters, I will just go with the team that you're using now. I'll try to regear it, and then we'll see what we can do to introduce new champions. So the main things we need to do. I don't know if you've already switched masteries on your battle Kazar, but you told me not to touch your arena team, so I will check your arena team first so that I don't mess up anything. So this is your defense. Okay, and what about your offense? Okay, good. So the good news is that we can change around the gear and masteries on the champions that you're using without impacting your arena team. So I'll see if we have enough. Well, you have already 800 gems and 27 million silver and plenty of energy to do whatever we want to do. So the silver should be enough, I hope, depending on the gear that you have farmed. And we might need some gems to respec the masteries on the champions. So we'll start with Skull Crusher. Let's see. I think that his masteries are good. There's no need to touch Skull Crusher. Let's go instead to this gentleman. I'm about to change the masteries. Is that okay with you, Michael? Say aye. I'll take that as a yes. Okay, so we're resetting for free, which is good. So what I will do, I will give you the masteries you need just to do proper damage on clan boss. So this is where we go down the offense tree all the way down to War Master. Done. Then we will go down the support tree for a little bit of accuracy, more accuracy, and more accuracy. So the main thing you want to get out of this tree is this. Anything else is a bonus. So here, this would be good, but no, we don't need it for clan boss. This has no value for Beck, except that it allows him to move to the other side of the tree and unlock the other parts of the masteries. Unfortunately, we don't have any way around that except unlocking it. So here, this one is very good. Actually, it increases the value of heals by 10%. So he will start healing for more. We don't want this mastery, as I said before. This also increases the amount of healing by 15% whenever the target has stun. And as it happens, well, not on clan boss, but still, this is a good thing to have just for the sake of getting lasting gifts. So here we have our lasting gifts. On the other side of the tree, we'll avoid this one like the plague. We'll go to accuracy increase. We'll go to Lore of Steel because we need that extra buff from the gear. And here you have your choice of masteries, but we'll go with Master Hexa so that it can give us an edge on the first turns. Okay, so here your Battle Kazal's masteries are done. Thank you, Mr. Rhodes. Carte blanche. Okay, so let's take a look at his book. Yeah, he's pretty full. He's fully booked. That's great. That's exactly as it should be. And yes, indeed, you're building him. We can try to build him later, but I would first go with the masteries for Razin, and then I'll come back to Badel, and we'll just try to find appropriate gear. So Razin also, I believe he had a master. No, not Razin. It was Vizier. He had a mastery problem. Not really. Not really. No. So this works. It was Jerag, I think. This works. This works. This works even if normally if it's your counterattack champion or if it's your heal cleanser, you don't want this. For again here for Vizier, this does nothing. But what would you replace it with? So that's the question. You could give him more ACC. Let's see if you've already. No. Good. So let's do that then. Let's do that then and give him a better setup. So here we'll take the route towards Giant Slayer. Let me pull up my Vizier masteries just so that I don't make any mistakes. 1 second, I'm looking at mine. Okay, so Vizier. Try to pull up this open link. Alright, so this is how I got Vizier mastered up. So we'll just pretty much copy the same thing and put it on yours. Okay. So yeah, this is good for when the boss for your champions at full HP, which would be normally the case pretty much for the whole duration of the fight. This is for a few extra heals. This is to jump over to the other side, and this each debuff on this champion could be good. This also could be good, but let's go with this one. And finally, your Giant Slayer. Good. Now back to the... Since you are using a counterattack champion, you're using attack down champion, you might not want to go for support tree at all. The reason why I'm using support tree on my Vizier is because he is my attack down champion, and I need to play a little bit of roulette with his A2 so that I could sometime get only attack down to proc. But in your case, you could go for the defense, but let's not change it. Let's use it that way, because this could be good for you as well. It could help you in other pieces of content besides clan boss. So ACC, Lore of Steel. This helps with the tuning and with getting extra stats easily. This will extend, and this finally will allow us to place our debuffs, including the extension, more easily. Alright. And please don't laugh at my streaming skills. I'm learning this. Haven't been doing it much. So, Vizier's masteries are done. Battle's masteries are done. Let's go on to this guy. Yeah, this one. This is the one that needs his masteries checked the most. So, this is good for him. Alright. Not touching your arena at all. Again, there is a case to be made for cooldown reduction because it will not affect you, but you're missing out a little bit here because of this. Again, with Vizier, you don't really need it. So now, maybe we won't touch him, but the thing that bothers me here is this. This is a big no-no. No turn meter altering or increasing masteries with your champs in a counterattack comp. So we'll take it away, and I might even put him under defense. Yeah, I would put him on the defense. This will be good for his survivability. So we'll go down this tree again all the way to Warmaster. Warmaster done. I'll come back to this later. Here we'll increase his defense because the poor boy has no defense. I'm not sure why is that. Why that is. I might... I'll give it a look. I'll give it a look eventually, but I'm sorry for that. I apologize. I need to see why it's the case. Just saw your message about the delay on the chat. Increase damage received by 10% this champion has done. No, so we want to decrease damage from AoE attacks. We might also want to go here. So what I will do is we will use this one. Unfortunately, we already have that one, so we don't have much choice. 50% chance to remove one random buff from this champion. Debuff from the... Yeah, this one is good. Yep, 70.75. And then counter attack on this champion loses 25% in a single hit. Then here we have a little bit of choice. So let's see, 25, 20%. Yeah, this one is good. Can add a little bit more damage, but let's see if we can get anything with survivability. Don't need any leeches. Nope. No. No. So let's stay with this one. 20% chance to counterattack when an enemy when they apply stun, sleep, or freeze debuff on an ally. Then I will come back to the other tree. I'll give him a little bit more healing. And let's see, this one is... yeah, let's stick with this one. Alright, so this is Jereg. He's done. Yeah, absolutely. I need all the input I can get. So I will check this delay thing. Because normally I don't have any internet connection issues. But then again, I'm streaming from a different part of the house. So I'm a little bit far from the router. But I'm not sure. I'll check that out anyway. So let's start with the gears. First, I want to tune your Skull Crusher. What we need to have in your Skull Crusher is at least 171 speed. The defense is good, but we can go a little bit lower. Or we could go higher, depending on the gear. But we absolutely need that 171 here in order for him to be viable. So let's see. You have defense 60% gloves. Let's see if we can switch those to speed gloves for defense 60%. Again, I didn't take a look at your gear. Let's see what you farmed newly. Let's do some selling first. You have plenty of silver, but you never have enough. So everything that we don't need will be sold. These are good, these are not. So as you see, well, we might need these gloves for Skull Crusher, so I will keep them even though they're rare 5 stars. These ones have speed substats, so yeah, you get the gist. I will not describe every single action I'm doing. It's just for the entertainment purposes, entertainment factor. So 1 second, I would just go ahead and share maybe the link somewhere else on a couple of groups so that because people have been asking me to live stream my takeovers, and this is a good opportunity to do it. So let's do it in the rat's nest. And that's done. Sorry for the delay. Back. Okay. So we've been selling gear. We'll keep on selling it. This is good. We're looking for defense boots. These will definitely help us tremendously, as well as defense gauntlets. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. This could be good, potentially. Yes. Yes-ish. Either way, yeah, this is not... Well, let's keep them either way. They're 6 stars. This has speed, so we can keep it. I will sell the destroy gear. Maybe keep the defense pieces and the crit damage pieces, but everything else is going to eBay. ACC, no. Attack, no. Nope. Maybe. Maybe. These, okay, we'll keep those. Nope. Sell. Keep. Sell. How about these? Sell. Keep. Sell. Keep. For sell. We're 24 pieces. We have plenty to go. I will not check out everything. Let's just go to, yeah, these stalwart are good. So yeah, maybe we don't have many to go, so I might as well do them while I'm here. Okay, bye. Let's keep this one. Let's keep this one as well. Speed on the boots is always good. This is not. Although this set in general, I don't like it at all. It's very situational. It can be useful in arena where everybody crits, but not much anywhere else. Okay. 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 The epic pieces are not bad. This, okay, it's a shield. So here. Ooh, I really hope you get some good pieces here. Yes, this is a superb piece. This is a great piece. It's definitely going to one of your champs. Perhaps Bad L. Wanted some defense here, but again, can try and make work with it. Stalwart is absolutely one of the best sets in the game, and it's completely underrated, especially for clan boss, as well as arena. People don't pay it much attention, but 30% less damage taken from enemy AoEs. Come on, come on. That's like gold upon gold. You have pretty good helmets, so all we need here is to see if you have any other pieces to work with to complete a 4 set. And yeah, so one more mil, not too much, but still good. And you already had. So what about your accessories? You did a little bit of spider, I see. Yeah, you never know when you might need a banner, an HP banner, but these they're not of much use. Neither is this one. This banner is no. You don't want to roll a 4-star banner. It's just a waste of silver, unless you're really desperate. But I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so let's keep this one. Maybe this one as well. What were the set defs? Nah, won't keep it. Okay, so now we're done with selling. I don't like the the dots, so I would just go through your glyphs. And you have pretty good glyph situation going on here. So even though they're not multiple star guilds, they're just single star glyphs, but you can always use them. So I was curious about your Krisk. Assume you didn't book him. Yep. But this guy is a key component of many high damage teams in clan boss. So, but we won't use him today. We'll just keep him here to keep us company. Tyrell fully booked. Excellent. He's in dungeon gear, I see. So yeah, actually pretty good build for Tyrell. I wonder why I'm not using him in clan boss. So Jarek brings the his kit, his defensive kit, but Tyrell's aura is arguably just as good. So here he places this. If this was on a 3-turn cooldown, he would be godlike. But then again, not all champions can be Tyrant. That's what Tyrant is for. So let's okay, alright, so we might use him as leader for his aura. I'll see. Now we'll go on with the regearing. So first, as we said, Skull Crusher. We need to get him a better chest piece. So one thing that I do here is whenever I try to scroll to the gear, because as you see it's a little bit tedious and we don't have any gear sorting, so I use this simple feature. At least you can directly go to the gear that interests you without wasting too much time scrolling. So HP piece, defense piece, and this one has a couple rolls on speed, so we'll roll this twice. Let's see if we have anything better as far as defense goes. Don't think we do, but either way, this one is definitely going in your on one of your champs. If it's not Skull Crusher, it's somebody else. So let's roll it to 8 and see if it lands at least once on speed. So next time, hey, we're already going in with the lucky rolls. Next time when you're farming dragon, make sure to keep your, so here we're definitely going up to 12 and then we're taking it to 16, I think, because a defense piece on 6 stars with at least 11 speed, this is pretty good. If we get more speed, better. If we don't care. We already are there. Yeah, but hey, this is a lucky roll. So this piece is taking the 16 treatment. So what you want on your Skull Crusher, he's a very simple guy. He just wants his defense to be high. He wants his HP to be decent. He wants no accuracy and 171 speed or close. That's all he needs. Nothing more, nothing less. Once you start going into ultra endgame, you want to put some crit rate and crit damage on him because he can dish out damage, but mainly he's there to survive. He's there to stay alive and to keep the others alive. Hey, sup, alright? Welcome to the Rufus Shinra takeover. Alright, here is a clan member of ours. He's been doing some insane stuff lately. Especially with Rotos. Isn't that right? Alright. And shout out to the Rat Street Boys clan, if anybody's watching. So, just want to warn you, there's a little bit of a delay in the chat. I think 20 seconds for some reason. I'll have that checked later, but now we're focusing on rolling those pieces up. Okay. So pretty good rolls here, and we have one key component of our clan boss team. So this chest piece will be very good, either on Skull Crusher or anybody else. We can actually slap it right away on Skull Crusher. Yeah, that'll put us directly in speed tune territory. Here you go. So Skull Crusher now is ready for clan boss. So what we need is for all the other champions to be above this threshold. So they should all have speeds above 174. I'll come back to his accessories later, but for now let's just focus on this was defense. Maybe we could switch this to defense boots, but for now his defense is good enough, so I don't think we need to. Now, Battle Khazar. I really want to put this guy on Stalwart. I see. Oh no, that might be because of the stream stuff. Yeah. Now because so I see it instantly, I believe, but again it doesn't reflect on the stream directly. Okay. So let's see if we have any good stalwart speed. So we have defense pieces. This is good. Your defense overall is at 3,600. Let's see if we can get it a little bit higher. The HP is good as well. Okay, so let's see if we can maybe put some stalwart on him. I'll first collapse this. Stalwart. And these are the only pieces you have. Okay, so you weren't kidding when you were saying you sold all this stuff. So no stalwart, man. Oh, I really would have wanted to try some stalwart on you. Unfortunately, we don't have enough pieces to get a full set. Okay. That's no biggie, so we can keep Battle with this gear. I don't think... Yeah, we might have him a little bit slower, but yeah, I'll slow him down and buff him up as far as defense goes. So let's see if we can do something with defense boots. And let's see what you have in your defense chest. So this is HP, defense. So I think this could be good. Attack boots, speed boots. Do we have any defense boots with speed? Ah, these ones are pretty good. Let's roll these up. I like these. I like these. So how many rolls are we going to get on speed? So crit damage is not the worst option. Double crit damage would be insane, but yeah, it is. Okay, so let's get it all the way to 16. If we don't use them on Bad L, we will use them on someone else. If not in this run, then later. But going for defense boots is definitely the way to go for Ultra Nightmare. Just for reference, I'll switch back to my account. Here, maybe I'll turn up the music. So this is my account while yours is rolling. And this is my Bad L. As you see, defense boots here. I want to give him better defense boots. I'll do that later. If you go to my Razin defense boots, if you go to my Tyrant, one of them, not this one, well, actually both have defense boots, I think. Defense on the boots. Everywhere you see defense on the boots. Maybe the only exception is Vizier, because I don't want him to be too tanky. So, yep, that's pretty much it. And still rolling. It rolled resistance, not what we wanted, but hey, these are still pretty good defense boots with a speed substat. These are the ones you want to roll. Ideally, we would like to roll 6-star boots, but hey, we work with what we have. So one last roll to go. And some HP as a bonus, which is always good for tankiness. So if we replace these boots, he will fall by 40, which would put us at 167 or 165, sorry. Yeah, sure, we could do them because Battle has such good base speed, so you can really easily switch him to full defense. Here he has his defense. These ones we want to change because 40% is too low. Let's see. Defense, these ones are good, but they don't have any speed substats. This one we missed earlier. This should be sold. Flat stat, as Hell Hades would say, in the bin. So, attack, crit rate, defense with crit rate, but still no speed substats. But again, we could add in some speed weapon and see how that goes. I'm just going to see. Alright. So here we have 5-star. Let's roll these to 4 to 8. If they roll well, we'll use them. If they don't, we'll keep them for later. Pretty good first roll. Exactly what we wanted. And second roll on attack. This is not bad for Bad L actually. So let's see how these would fare if we slap them on Bad L. 165, it would put him at 170. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do that. But first I want to see, so this has just one speed roll on it. Let's see if we can put in a faster weapon. Attack, ACC, speed 5, but not as fast as this one. We don't have many options as far as weapons go. Let's roll this one. So as you saw, fairly straightforward. Just want to have as many speed substats as you can so that you can stack that defense on the bottom pieces. Good. This is a good roll. What about the headpiece? So this one doesn't have much speed and not much defense, so this is not really an interesting piece for us. However, this one has ACC, this one has speed on the substats, ACC, this one could be OP, but we need to roll it one stage at a time. So let's come back to this potentially OP piece. I will roll it slowly. No, this is not what I wanted to do. I want to roll it to 4. Ouch. 8. We'll stop here and then come back to it later if the other pieces don't roll well. So, we were talking about which one? This one. And I think this was, yeah, the only one that we've had. Yeah, so let's come back to it and roll this one. This time I'll roll it to 8. So tell me, Michael, so far, who's your favorite champion in the game? Holy crit rate. It didn't roll speed, but this is a good piece. Just for that crit rate, I'll take it to 16. And we will be using it in clan boss. If not on Bad Alcazar, we'll definitely be using it on someone else. Because crit rate is good. You need to have as much crit rate as you want. This is the stat that you want to start building up as soon as you got your speed tune in and your defense on point. So for anyone who's just joined the stream, we're taking over Michael Rhodes' account and we're going for a clan boss team regear. Absolutely magnificent piece. 3 rolls on crit rate. This is great. This is wonderful. This is better than if it had rolled on speed. Ray. So Ray, I got her not long ago, I think. But around the time I got her, I pulled some insane champions, so I didn't focus much on her. But she kicks ass. She definitely kicks ass. In Arena, she potentially could wipe out pretty much any team with her debuff or buff clearing A3, I think. Plus with her scaling. I need to put books in Ray. Is yours fully booked? Alright, some accuracy as a bonus. Maybe we could glyph it for speed, which we are doing right now. Let's see. No more glyphs for us here, but hey. This will give us 1 more speed and a ton more of accuracy, but let's wait. I will not put it on Bad Elf straight away. Let's see if we can put something else on the guy. So coming back to this, we'll give it 1 more chance. If it rolls on speed, we'll use it. If it rolls on defense, we might also use it. If it rolls anything else, then no. Dude, our clan leader, his name his raid name and his Discord name is Scoob. Shout out to Evan Scoob. He has one of the most badass raids I've ever seen. His does about I think 700k nukes in arena. Absolute insanity. I use my Ray in dungeons mainly. I used her a little bit in arena, but I love my poison meta too much. So I'm working with Xavier and a few other crazy champions. Unfortunately, these were bad rolls. Even if we put it to 16, it will not give us. Maybe it could roll on speed, but then we won't gamble on that because that would be too much silver to play around with. So, let me put this piece. No. So let's see if we can have one last good speed piece from the weapons. So the weapon is plus 10. Plus 10. That will be quite hard to match. Yeah. So let's go for shields now. So do we have any speed shields? Oh, we have a speed shield. We do have speed shields. So this one goes directly. I don't need to roll anything. So this speed shield will take us all the way to 181. Let's put a little bit more speed on the guy, because the faster he is, the better. I would have wanted him on Stalwart, but again, I hope that him being tanky enough will help us. So how much defense do we have so far? We need to fix the this situation here. So by adding one more piece, the one that we started rolling earlier, I think we'll be there. I think we'll be right where we want. Maybe a little bit faster than what we want. So we just want a defense piece without a ton of speed substats. Or well, it's a little bit of a conundrum here. So let's see. Yeah, that will allow us to change this piece around. So I will keep rolling this one. Maybe not, maybe not. So just this one is 181. It will put us over the speed limit. ACC will go down. No. So let's keep him this way. See if we can have anything coming from the banners. So what's your banner situation? This is a pretty good banner, although it's an uncommon one, and we don't have much choice either way. So here you're having a defense. This is good. Could have crit damage amulet with more ACC, but let's stick with defense for the moment. What about the ring? So it's an HP ring. I'd rather have a defense ring, to be honest. Defense ring. So we'll keep them this way for the first run. So now we have a little bit of a situation. We need to have either a little bit more speed, but not too much. So what would happen if we switched up the weapons? Now this works. So with the weapon, just having a little bit of speed. Just a little bit of speed, not too much. 10. Sorry. So 10 speed. 4. Or I could just use this one, lose the crit rate, lose the ACC. Nope. This one will, all the options will lose this ACC. Pretty tough. Okay. You know what? I'll roll this first. Let's roll it up to 16 and then we'll see. The takeover work is not always entertaining, but this is the life of a raider. Upgrading, sorting through stuff. It could have been much more easy, or it could have been much easier if they implemented some quality of life changes, such as, for instance, why are we forced to watch the word fail display over and over and over again? You could just ask us in advance how many times we want to go. Hey, what's up, Panda? All good. All good in the neighborhood. We're trying to get this gentleman to higher grounds as far as his clan boss damage goes. And what about changing this music? If y'all don't like raid music, I could put on some other stuff. But again, I won't be able to monetize the video afterwards, so we're stuck with raid music pretty much. So, yeah, this rolled pretty good, pretty well. And we'll put it on back. This will put us over the speed threshold, but we'll need to slow him down now. So slow down, guy. So 199 is too fast. If we're going for slow counter, because our Skull Crusher is at 171 or 174. What if, since he's still on speed boots, nah, I will definitely slow down the Bad Alcazar. Let's take away, this is the fastest piece we have on him, so maybe if we switch it out, we'll be able to reach the goal. So, what do we have? Too much, too much. Oh, and suddenly, all of a sudden, we lost the ACC because we broke the ACC set, of course. Let's take a look at the ACC shields. We want ACC with ACC substats and with speed. This is gonna be pretty tough to get. So, how much ACC do we have now? 158. Woot. Balancing ACC is always delicate. So let's get more accuracy from the necklace. Yeah, we definitely need that. So how much accuracy here? We have 12. The extra 7 will sure be helpful, as well as the crit damage. We don't care about the defense that much. It will not affect us right now because we're already on defense boots. This piece is staying. Yeah, this is the odd one out. So let's put a smile on that face. And I think that we have a winner. Yep. This is pretty good. Unless we have something better. This one would have been cool as well. Ooh. Never mind. Now look at this. This is the perfect battle speed setting. The defense could be higher. The ACC could be higher, but we have a vizier, so that's not much of a problem. And if we could put on some more crit rate, it would also be good, but hey, this is perfect. 189 is exactly where you want your Battle Khazar to be. So pretty happy with Battle Khazar so far. Now, we need to take a look at the rest of the team. So we did Battle Khazar, we did Skull Crusher. Skull Crusher also needs to be on defense boots, but we'll see if we can do that later, because his defense is already pretty good. So, Razin. I want to put Razin in a life steal if we can, because sometimes the heals are not enough from, but no. Let's just make him a beast. Let's just make him super DPS oriented with good speed tuning. So here, what I could potentially do is just reduce his speed to be within tune and try to work on his crit rate and crit damage. So I'll do just that. This is a defense piece, and this is a speed piece. And we'll keep those exactly as they are. This is good for crit rate, pretty good for speed. We can maybe lose a little bit from it, but it has ACC as well. What about this one? Okay, so let's see if we can switch this piece around. I'm thinking I need to take a look at all that we have, all the gear we have at our disposal. At this point, it's just a matter of checking the pieces manually, one by one. We don't need this. See, funnily enough, This speed piece is better than this one, but this one being from a speed set gives you the bonus. Okay, so we're done with these pieces here. What do we have as far as critical rate? Okay, we have stuff to work with here. So, this one has speed substats, but again, your weapon has 1 round crit rate, so what I'll do, I won't complicate stuff too much. Let's just slow him down without affecting his ACC. The way we could do that is maybe put him on full ACC gear. So what would happen if I put on those sweet ACC boots? It would go down a notch, but still keep his ACC. So if we just leave him as he is right now, he'll be pretty well geared for our nightmare, and he's tanky enough to take the hits. But let's see if we can give him a little bit more ACC as well as, so ACC definitely, but crit rate will be losing. Here we gain crit rate, we lose overall, but he's still within working parameters. I want to roll some of these pieces, so let's do that. Let's see if this one can fall on crit rate. Haha, the worst flat stat that we had. Oh, we don't want no more speed, but hey, since you did it, we'll take you to 12. Can use it on somebody else. Alright, catch you back later. But make sure not to miss the clan boss test round, because we'll be doing one as soon as I'm finished gearing. Or would you like me to wait for you? I think this would be the best way to go in order to have optimal crit rate, but I think we had a better piece here. Yeah. So this was put now. We'll keep this one. We'll keep it as it is. We'll keep it just as it is. As for the necklace, maybe crit damage would be better. Charlie Tucker, some people still do that, you know? Yeah. But during the last event, I did get some pretty crazy rolls. I'll show you, I'll put up a banner that I have on Xavier. Check this beauty. Yeah. And I still didn't put any glyphs on it yet. So, yeah, it's a pain. But sometimes our Jesus blesses you with this kind of rolls. Okay, so what do I want on this bad boy? I want ACC, I want crit damage. Crit damage here. This one could be good, but it's a 4-star. Yuck. Yucky 4 stars. Alright, so we'll keep it as it is right now. Not need to change much on rosin. We might come back and retweak him after we do a test run, because I still haven't tested these champions, so I don't really know how well the comp goes, but I think it will do well. Now let's move on to this guy. So I think we don't need to do much with him. Yeah, except slow him down a little bit. Dude, you gotta sacrifice 4 goats a day to, not to RNGesus, but to Tyrant Ixlimore. Tyrant is your god. He's the one that tells RNGesus what to roll. So, this boy here is pretty fast. Pretty, not accurate enough. Not nearly accurate enough. So we need to slow him down and push his ACC up. So let's see what we have as far as ACC gear goes. Or as far as speed gear goes. Hey, we might have a winner right here. Right out of the bat. So 196 minus 17, my math is very rusty. That would be 179, I think. And 200 ACC, but the ACC is still too low. So yeah, 179. Well, Charlie, you just need to roll more. Roll, keep rolling, roll. And eventually you'll get there. If we can get some ACC from Lifesteal Shield, that would be pretty sweet. Or some ACC here from, because this guy, doesn't he have an accuracy banner on him? No. What about the? It's a defense. Okay, so this is better. Not by much. Let's see the chests. Defense without ACC. Attack, HP, attack again. Defense plus speed and ACC. Boots, great rate. Let's put him on different boots. So these are speed boots with a bit of ACC. How much do we have here? We have 14. Oh my gosh. We need accuracy. We need to be accurate. You know what? I don't want to settle. I really don't. But I might have to. Let me just do one last run over. We might find a miracle piece somewhere. But does he really need that much defense? I think he does, yeah. Not that much. Not that much defense. Oh. So this might be the way to go. If we had. Or I could re-gear him completely. Yeah, I could go for that. Let me roll this one to 8. Please don't roll resistance, please. Please. Resistance is futile. Okay. Roll it again. Give me one more ACC. One more. Give me an accurate roll. Precise roll. Crude roll. Even if it doesn't, it's still good. It's still a good piece. All right. All hail RNGesus and Tyrant Ixlimore. Sorry, guys. So we're rolling. This will definitely be the theme song of the channel. All right. Your prayers have reached RNGesus. And we have a good ACC piece. So let's slap this on our boy. Although the previous one was not bad either. So we're at a counter, but we can always use it on other people. This is a good piece for debuff places. Do we roll with 207 or do we look for something better? So what we really need to improve is shielding. Yeah, let's go. Second opportunity to do it. This one, no, this one. Yeah, so we only really have one choice for, or two. This one too could potentially be really good. So let's start with this one as it has better odds of giving us what we need. Good. Always good. I always take speed. No matter where it rolls, the speed is good. Just please have it have double rolls, triple rolls. Good. Excellent. Push it to 12. From the looks of it, it's going to be pretty even. But you never know. Give me your strength, people. We need it to fall on accuracy. Boom, 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 boom. And... Oh! Yes! So this is Vizier's new shield. Pretty good luck. Let me take a quick look. No, that's alright. So you're just taking a look. I will take away this thing because we don't need it. Okay. Alright, sorry. Back. 2 for 2. Hey, hey. Luck is on our side. Just need to get it to 60, please. Don't waste any more silver. And crit damage. Oh, this is a beastly piece. The only thing about it is that it's not 6 stars. Why isn't it 6 stars? Let's slap on some more accuracy for good measure. And we're good to go. Maybe not speed. We don't need particularly any speed here. So yeah, this should be pretty good for Nightmare. Not so much for Ultra Nightmare, but yeah, still pretty usable in Ultra Nightmare as well. So we have it at 189. I want to slow him down because I don't want, or maybe not. Let's just leave him as he is. So this brings some, where do we have the speed substats again? Yeah, let's see. Yeah, this could be better. So this is pretty decent. And finally, this guy. I'm not a big fan of Jareg. I don't like him. I don't like what he does. Not for anything except that his A1, if you don't have a Vizier, it's a 35% chance plus how much? Plus an additional 25. This is 50. He likes to play his 50-50s, especially since he just attacks once. And his super good attack is on a 4-turn cooldown, which is meh. Could try and put him at 251 speed, but will it be worth it? No. So, so. How fast is he? 175 looks like it's exactly where he should be. 250, it's a little bit more much. Maybe we could make him a little bit tankier. But I don't think we can really. So yeah, we'll leave Jared exactly as he is after having redone his masteries. So I think we're good to go for a test run. Alright guys, that's the moment of truth. Will it be an epic fail or an epic win? I want to see if I want to test him out first. Then I might go for Tyrell perhaps. So let's do Nightmare. Okay. So yeah, this looks pretty right as it should be. Okay, ready guys? Let's go. I hope I didn't forget anything. So we will start right off the bat with Battle's heal slash poison. Okay, so here we missed. We might have an issue with the accuracy. We'll check that later. Here, extension from Viz. Good, he comes through. Attack down. Please put your attack down. Don't be stubborn. And counterattack. Okay. So I will not press auto until I have all the debuffs I want stacked up. Because Vizier has a tendency to fill your debuff bar with stuff that you really don't want. Jereg. I could have gone for the defense up. Yeah, that's what I'll do probably next turn. So I'll do it next turn so that it laps back over again and then it will come back. Yeah, pretty straightforward stuff. Rising doesn't hit that hard, unfortunately, but hey, we have our debuffs going pretty hard. So already 8 extensions. Vizier is doing some work. Battle for the cleanse. Oh, Razin really needs his crit. He's so much better with crit damage and crit rate. Skull Crusher counters. Okay. Go ahead, Sky. Go, boy. Go. Why? How much ACC do we have on Razin? Did we... I'm not sure. This is bad. We need Razin to place his defense down and his weaken. We need to check Razin's accuracy. Maybe I messed up somewhere. Razin is the only missing piece so far. He just needs to land them once. We already missed out on some damage with him not landing them at the beginning of the fight. So I'll check back his ACC when we're done. Okay, so I need to be careful with Battle's poisons because we don't have too many spots left. So how many debuffs do we have already? We have 7 debuffs. So next time I won't be using Battle's cleanse until I make sure that Razin places his. So not yet. You okay? Dr. Rosin, please do your thing. And Vizier. Oh my, Vizier. See how much damage we take? Close to nothing. But this is gonna change, of course, as the fight keeps going deeper and deeper. Alright, so, RNGesus, help us! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. And he came in clutch exactly at the moment he needed to do it. Come on, guy. You took your sweet time, but... So this is what happens when we... Okay, so we're almost about to press auto. If the zero extends, and he does, I will maybe wait a couple more turns until I have enough extension on these two debuffs. Then I will press auto. Because you never know. Three is not enough. Even 5 is not enough. I think around 7 or 8 is the magic number. Because there is a chance that they could run out as the fight keeps rolling. Yeah, exactly, Panda. Alright. We're getting there. Boom. And we're ready to press auto. Let's go. Let's see how the team... so it took us 5 minutes to go on auto, but also I was going over stuff, and it runs a little bit slower here because I'm using sandbox. Maybe it's a question of frame rate. I'll check that in the options. Hopefully. So we want to do more than 21 mil. So that was the previous personal best from you, Michael. So we need to do more. Do you think, guys, that we're gonna do more? I don't know. Might be an epic fail, might be an epic win. I just don't like the in-betweens. Either win big, lose big, or go home. So generally my nightmare fights last for about 13 minutes. That's with an ultra tanky team that I have with Tyrant and everything. Let's see how long these fights, or this fight will last. Hey, Charlie. That's exactly how you win in the end. By the way, how much you do it on Nightmare or on Clan Boss generally, Charlie? Okay, the hits are starting to get harder. We might lose Jarek in the 4 to 5 turns to come. Maybe 4 to 5 stun turns to come, because that would mean 15 turns down the road. Since we don't have a counter, I usually take a look at the extension from Vizier to get a feel of how many turns we've run. So divided by 1.5, so that would make about 20 turns-ish. Hey, 20 minutes, but that must be an auto. Ah, 20 mil, okay. So, well, The thing is, if you run a counter comp, you want your champions to be within the speed range for the clan boss you're hitting. So, for instance, if you're hitting Nightmare, that speed range ideally would be 171 to 189. There are multiple variants to that formula because you can run an ultra fast counter attack champion and the others at nightmare rates and stuff like that. But if you want just to go by the book with the tried and proven formula, have your Skull Crusher slowest at 171, everybody else with any speed you want, and your cleanser, meaning Battle in your case, at 198 ideally, and he should be the fastest in your comp, but no over 198. Once it goes over 198, the champions start lapping each other, and the counter falls apart. All right, so good. So far, so good. It's going like clockwork. And this is what I don't like about uh, Jarek. His kit is great, but the cooldown makes it that it's so random. Maybe a way to make it perfect would be to have Jarek at 259 speed, but it's pretty hard to do while keeping him with high enough ACC. Because the magic number 251 makes it so that skills that are on 4 turn cooldown become pretty much exactly like 3 turn cooldowns, because the champion will lap the clan boss every third turn. That's the beauty of not having any turn meter alternate masteries, as you saw. So now Badel is healing precisely when he needs to do it, and yeah, all the champions are doing what they're supposed to do. It should be the case as well here, because he's your leader, he's the least tanky one, and as long as we have your champions hitting their giant slayers and surviving for the poisons to do their damage, we should be good. See those crits from Razin? This guy's a monster, and he still hasn't unlocked his full potential. He can crit for 40, 45, 50 a hit. With his A2 he can go all the way to 200k. He's absolutely bonkers. But then again, this is just the first run. We will try to get Razin all the way up to those crazy numbers. Maybe if we put in Tyrell, it could help. But again, this A2 from Jarek, although unreliable on a 4-turn cooldown, still does provide some additional help to the team. So let's see. Okay, 12 minutes in, but we should subtract the 5 minutes that we did manually, so more realistically this would be more akin to a, let's say, 10 minutes. Oof, starting to get the big hits. I'm going to die soon, but it's pretty good, especially considering that we only have lifesteal on Vizier. So the champions are taking it like champs. Pun intended. All right. Yeah, could be. anything above 21 mil we're taking. But this is mainly to get a feel of the comp as it is before trying to introduce other champions. I'm thinking Tyrell, really, but I want that defense up, that 60% defense up. I really want it. I want it on a steady cooldown. There is Rear Guard Sergeant. I think I saw one in your vault, but she's not yet leveled, not booked, not nothing, so she's useless so far. But Rear Guard Sergeant is much better than Jarek at what Jarek does. She puts on the heals, the continuous heal, she puts on the defense up and shared damage, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. Plus she has attack down as well. And with Vizier, you just need her to land it once, so she doesn't even need to have it on her A1. And okay, so this is the beginning of the end. Who is gonna kick the bucket next? Probably Jared. Then Chad. Then Herbert. So without Skull Crusher's Ally Protection, they're at risk of all dying soon. So this is why we want some defense boots on Skull Crusher, because he's still on speed boots, and he has amazing defense, which is pretty remarkable. Alright. Last couple of turns, or last turn maybe. Done. Moment of truth. Not bad. Not bad. So we do have a 1 key comp here, but we need to do a little bit of work on the champions. So we went from 21 million to 37.22. How'd you like that, guys? I'm pretty happy. I don't know about you. Alright, so let me take a screen of this, because that will come in handy. So that this would be Mr. Michael Rhodes. Okay. Yeah, it's laggy. Sorry, we're gonna work on the quality of that, but we're here for the results. Entertainment will hopefully come later. So pretty good. So let's run back over the comp and the tweaks that we've done. So let's just show up the champs. Vizier didn't touch much. Just tried to up his ACC. Sure, no problem. So we tweaked the ACC on Vizier. Here, what was the issue? Yeah, 204. 204 is pretty low, so we were gambling with Rosin's A2, but in the end it paid off. So I think this comp is pretty much as good as it could be. The only thing that we could change is maybe put some defense boots on Skull Crusher, but then again, he already has pretty high defense. 4.6 is more than enough, so we just might want to play with his crit rate and crit damage next, with crit damage amulet instead of defense. And the one that we could get more damage out of is Rosin. So Rosin at this point is not doing much. Let me pull up the screen once more. So this is the final result that we got. So Rosin is doing 7 mil, whereas he could be doing at least, I think, 3 more mil or 5 more mil if he had his crit